If you've ever watched the professional bull riders PBR and witnessed the raw power of the bulls, then you've probably heard of J.B. Mauney. From his humble beginnings in North Carolina to becoming a global icon in the world of bull riding, J.B. Mauney's career is nothing short of legendary. But what is it that made him stand out from the rest? How did a kid from a small town go on to become one of the most iconic bull riders of all time? Well, let's take a deep dive into his journey and explore how Mauney went from being a young boy with a dream to a record-breaking, world champion bull rider. Trust us, you'll be inspired. J.B. Mauney wasn't always the bull riding legend we know today. Born on January 9, 1987, in the small town of Charlotte, North Carolina, J.B. was raised on a ranch surrounded by animals, where he developed a natural love for the rodeo lifestyle. From a young age, J.B. was no stranger to the world of animals and competition. At just 3 years old, J.B. took his first steps into the world of rodeo by riding sheep, a common starting point for young rodeo enthusiasts. But there was something different about J.B. His confidence, balance, and fearlessness set him apart. While most kids would be nervous riding a sheep, J.B. was already showing signs of greatness. By the time he was 12, J.B. made the big decision to switch from sheep riding to bull riding. And it was clear that this was where his future lay. Despite the dangers of bull riding, J.B. was drawn to the adrenaline rush, the challenge, and the sheer power of the animals. It was a decision that would shape the rest of his life. The world of bull riding isn't easy. It's a brutal sport where every ride is a test of strength, skill, and most importantly, bravery. While many might shy away from this dangerous pursuit, J.B. embraced it head-on. As a teenager, he spent countless hours practicing his technique, building up the skills needed to ride the most difficult bulls. Growing up on a ranch helped him refine his abilities. Riding on rough terrain, handling unpredictable animals, and learning how to stay calm under pressure all played a role in his development as a rider. His father, a former bull rider himself, was there to teach him the tricks of the trade and guide him along the way. By the time he was 18, J.B. was ready to take his talents to the professional stage. In 2006, J.B. Mauney officially debuted on the Professional Bull Riders PBR circuit, marking the start of his incredible career. At just 18 years old, he was competing against some of the toughest and most experienced bull riders in the world. But J.B. didn't back down. He stood tall and made an immediate impact. His first major success came early in his career. In his rookie year, J.B. won his first PBR event in only his third appearance. This early success was a sign of things to come. From that moment on, J.B. proved that he was not only here to compete, but to dominate. As J.B.'s career continued to progress, so did his fame. His raw talent, combined with his unrelenting determination, set him apart from the pack. Every time he climbed onto a bull, J.B. pushed the limits of what was thought possible in the sport. He wasn't just riding bulls, he was rewriting the rules. The more J.B. rode, the more fans and fellow riders took notice. He was fearless, taking on some of the toughest bulls in the sport. His interactions with bulls like Bushwalker, Asteroid, and Pearl Harbor became legendary, earning him a spot among the top riders in the world. But it wasn't just his skill that caught attention, it was his work ethic and mentality. J.B. always pushed himself to be better, no matter how many times he fell. He wasn't in it for the fame or the glory, he was in it for the love of the sport. J.B. Mauney didn't just want to be good at bull riding, he wanted to be the best, and that's exactly what he became. In 2009, J.B. hit a major milestone in his career, securing his first major victory at a PBR event. This was just the beginning of his meteoric rise. Over the next few years, J.B. would rack up more and more wins, earning him comparisons to bull riding legends like Chris Shivers and Ty Murray. J.B.'s skills weren't just about winning, it was about consistency. In 2013, he won his first PBR World Championship, and then again in 2017, solidifying his place among the greatest bull riders in history. But it wasn't just about the titles. J.B. was breaking records along the way. In 2014, JB set a PBR record by riding 16 bulls in a row without being thrown off. This record still stands today and is a testament to his incredible consistency and skill. In 2018, JB became the third bull rider in history to complete 500 top series rides, a feat that only a handful of riders have ever accomplished. JB's career earnings also made history. By the end of his career, he had accumulated over $7.6 million, making him the highest-earning bull rider of all time. But JB Mauney's career wasn't just about triumphs. He also faced numerous challenges that would test his will to continue. One of the most notable obstacles was an injury that nearly ended his career. In 2017, JB suffered a severe shoulder injury that caused him to miss a significant portion of the season. Many thought this could be the end of his career, but JB wasn't ready to quit. After undergoing surgery and extensive rehabilitation, JB made a stunning comeback in 2020. Despite missing most of the season, he managed to qualify for the PBR World Finals for the 15th time. He ended the season strong, winning several rounds in a row and showing the world that he still had what it takes to compete at the highest level. In October 2020, JB Mauney announced that his career was coming to a close. After a long and successful run, the physical toll of bull riding had caught up with him. But before he retired, JB made one final, unforgettable ride. During his final year, JB scored a 90-point ride on a bull named Concealed Carry. This ride not only secured his place in bull riding history, but also earned him his second place tie with fellow legend Justin McBride for most 90-point rides. It was a fitting end to a remarkable career, filled with both triumph and hardship. After over 1,000 bull rides and countless accolades, JB's body finally caught up with him. In 2020, he sustained a neck injury during an event in Idaho. The injury was so severe that it required surgery, including the insertion of plates, rods, and screws into his neck. It was a difficult moment for JB, who had spent his entire life on the back of bulls. Following the surgery, JB announced that his rodeo career was over. After all the triumphs, victories, and records, it was time for the bull riding legend to hang up his spurs. JB Mauney's legacy isn't just defined by his titles, records, or career earnings. It's defined by the impact he had on the sport of bull riding and the people who watch him. Throughout his career, JB inspired a new generation of bull riders. His fearlessness, determination, and refusal to quit showed that anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work. He proved that you don't have to come from a big city or have a famous last name to achieve greatness. What matters is heart, grit, and a passion for what you do. Even after his retirement, JB's influence continues to be felt. His impact on the rodeo community is immeasurable, and his legacy will live on for generations to come. JB Mauney's rise from humble beginnings to becoming a legendary bull riding icon is a story of perseverance, dedication, and pure skill. Through triumphs, injuries, comebacks, and ultimately retirement, JB showed the world what it means to never give up on your dreams. He's an inspiration to bull riders and fans alike, and his legacy will continue to inspire athletes for years to come. What are your thoughts on JB Mauney's incredible journey? Leave a comment below and share your favorite moments from his career. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss out on new videos. See you next time.